So, David, tell us what It Could Be You Next means to you.
Well, it means a lot to me because it's the 15th book in the Detective Barton crime thriller series, which I've set in Manchester. And it started off several years ago with a book called Sorcerer. And I've developed the character of Jeff Barton and also his team and the way he investigates his crimes along the way. And it just means a lot to me that we've reached this milestone of the 15th book. And I must say that, you know, every writer says that the book that they've just done or the book that they're just bringing out is their best work. And I certainly think that in terms of my Detective Barton series, this is the best one.
And can you give us an idea of the plot of the book?
Yes, it starts off with a kind of a gathering, a party gathering in somebody's back garden. An argument happens, and then the next day, one of the people who was at the party is found murdered, and her husband has disappeared. And in the course of their investigations, Barton and his team then discover that this happened to another married couple in another part of Manchester about a year ago, but the crime wasn't properly investigated. And so they go into the reasons why it wasn't properly investigated, and there are certain deficiencies in that investigation which the Barton team then expose. In the meantime, another couple is affected. The wife is found murdered and the husband is disappeared. And they start to wonder what the link is between these apparently happily married couples, by all accounts they were all happily married, and somebody who wants to kill them. Why would they have a motive to kill them?
So can you explain to us how the character of Jeff Barton develops in this book?
Well, Jeff has a very big personal issue to look into in this book, because at the end of the last book, which was The Dead Can Hear You, he was told that he had a 12-year-old son that he didn't know about. So at the start of this book, he's a little bit preoccupied with trying to find his son, because the son and his mother have disappeared. And it's strange because she is also a police officer, although working at a different section. So he does have some personal issues to look into, but the way the plot develops is that his personal issues and the plot of the story become entwined, shall we say. And I'm not going to say any more than that.
And do you always leave questions as cliffhangers to be resolved in the next book?
Yes, because particularly in terms of crime and mystery, murder mystery type books, I think the audience like a good cliffhanger, and I must admit I enjoy writing a good cliffhanger. And often I'm a little bit embarrassed when I'm in Aldi's or some other kind of supermarket, and I get an idea for a cliffhanger that I think is really good, and I start to get really excited, and then I suddenly realise I'm in company and there's other people watching me. So you know I have to kind of quieten down and wait till I get home and then get my computer out and get it all down. But yes, I do enjoy a good cliffhanger, and I do make sure that there's one or two cliffhangers at the end of each Barton book to carry people forward to the next one, and there certainly is in this one.
And finally, David, can you tell us what you are working on right now?
Yes, well, I'll be starting the next Barton book in the new year, but right now I'm working on my other series, which is my Silver Springs series. And these are not crime dramas, these are contemporary dramas. And this one is called Men Are Not Bulletproof. And it's all about a group of men who find themselves in different stages of situations with relationships and how they deal with it and how they resolve certain issues. And it's all about relationships between men and women and men and men, and the emotions that are involved in all of that.
Well, thank you very much for your time, David.
Thank you for stopping by.